Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 21.3K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Really good promos with FanDuel and DraftKings. A good way to get in there, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today. Starting with the Atlanta Braves versus the Baltimore Orioles. Braves opening up as road favorites at -130. Baltimore +115 with the over-under at 7.5. Braves coming into this matchup 35-28. Baltimore 43-22. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 2.93. Pitching for Baltimore is Albert Suarez with an ERA of 1.83. Fried, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 13 strikeouts. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Braves on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a bad Washington series. Baltimore coming off a 4-game Tampa Bay sweep. They played very well in that series. Braves, they are 5-1 against Baltimore. Struggled on the road, though, just 3-6 on the road. Baltimore 5-2 at home. Suarez been good on the mound. So has Fried. A pretty even pitching matchup, almost identical here for these last 3 games. Yeah, I'm liking the plus money with Baltimore at home, coming off a great Tampa Bay series. And you're coming off a Braves coming off a series where they really struggled. I'll take Baltimore +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as slight home favorites at -110. Washington +100 with the over-under at 8.5. Washington coming into this matchup 30-35. Detroit 32-33. Pitching for Washington is Mitchell Parker with an ERA of 3.47. Pitching for Detroit is Kenta Maeda with an ERA of 6.25. Parker, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Maeda, his last start, he pitched, it looks like he pitched not even a full inning, gave up no runs, had 0 strikeouts. Kind of a weird game there, but his last game prior, he gave up 5 runs and then gave up 0, prior. He's had his ups and downs this season for sure. The Washington on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a great Brave series. Detroit coming off a rough Milwaukee series. They are coming off a 10-2 win, ending that 3-game losing streak they were on, though. Washington 5-2 against Detroit. They've been very good head-to-head here. Parker pretty much gives up about 2 to 3 runs. Maeda's, been pretty spotty, and I like Washington. They're coming off a great series here, and yeah, I'll take a shot with the Nationals +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay opening up as home favorites at -140. The Cubs +120 with the over-under at 7.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 32-34. The Rays 31-35. Pitching for the Cubs is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 3.47. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Eflin with an ERA of 4.14. Tylon, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Cubs, coming off a Cincinnati win, struggled in that series, winning 1 of 4 games. And Tampa Bay, they're coming off a 4-game sweep against Baltimore here where they really struggled. Pretty even pitching matchup, honestly. Both pitchers giving up 2 to 5 runs a game here. Not in love with the Rays. The way they looked last series, I'll take the Cubs +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Cincinnati Reds. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -130. The Reds +110 with the over-under at 9.5. Cleveland coming into this matchup 42-22. The Reds 32-34. Pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 4.16. Pitching for the Reds is Brent Suter with an ERA of 3.86. McKenzie, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Suter, he's coming off back-to-back 0-run games here, but he's only pitching about half an inning though, so we'll see how much he pitches again today. Cleveland coming off back-to-back Miami wins. Cincinnati coming off a Cubs loss. Cleveland 4-1 on the road against Cincinnati. So they've been very good head-to-head here. The Reds 7-1 in their last 8. I mean, they're playing very good right now. McKenzie's coming off some rough starts on the mound. It's given up 5, 4, and 3 runs here. So yeah, he's been getting lit up as of late. It'll definitely be a bullpen game, I'm sure, for the Reds today. I like the way the Reds are playing. They've been pretty hot in their last 10. Yeah, not in love with McKenzie. He just hasn't had a really good game yet in a while. And I think I'll take a shot with the Reds plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at minus 150. The Marlins plus 125 with the over-under at 7.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 22-43. The Mets 28-36. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 5.30. Pitching for the Mets is Tyler Megill with an ERA of 3.0. Luzardo, his last start, he pitched 4 innings. Gave up 9 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Megill, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Luzardo definitely coming off probably his worst start ever, giving up the 9 runs. Miami, tough little stretch they're on. They're 1-6 in their last 7, coming off a tough Cleveland series. The Mets 4-1 in their last 5. Was able to win one of the 2 games in London against the Phillies. Miami 1-6 in their last 7. They're really not playing well. Luzardo hasn't really been that good on the mound, so I don't really love that spot for him here. And I think I got to roll with the Mets at home. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Boston Red Sox. Phillies opening up as road favorites at minus 180. Boston plus 140 with the over-under at 8. Phillies coming into this matchup 45-20. Boston 33-33. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 2.23. Pitching for Boston is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 3.51. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 7 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Crawford, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. He's been getting lit up here as of late. He's given up 15 runs in 3 starts. Wheeler's only given up 3. He's been very good. Phillies coming off a Mets loss, but, 4-1 in their last 5. They're playing great. Boston coming off a White Sox win, a series where they struggled, winning 2 of the 4. Phillies 6-2 on the road against Boston, so they've been very good there. Love Wheeler on the mound. Crawford's just been getting lit up, and not really a team you want to go up against when in the Phillies when you aren't pitching well. I'll take the Phillies on the road. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at minus 200. The Rockies plus 160 with the over-under at 8.5. Rockies coming into this matchup 23-43. The Twins 35-31. Pitching for the Rockies is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 3.58. Pitching for the Twins is Louis Varland with an ERA of 9.18. Quantrill, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. Varland, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Varland been getting lit up this season here. He's given up 14 runs in 3 starts. But the Rockies, they showed no life yesterday, losing 5-0. Can we trust the Rockies? I'm just not so sure. They're 1-5 against Minnesota. I think the over might be a good play with both pitchers giving up their fair share of runs here. Varland, if he can have a decent game, I think Minnesota will be fine, but he has been getting lit up. I'm still going to roll with the Twins just because we saw no offensive output from the Rockies yesterday, which is disappointing. We'll see how they fare today against Louis Varland, but I think he can have a better game on the mound, and I'm going to take the Twins at home. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Pirates opening up as road favorites at -130. The Cardinals +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Pirates coming into this matchup 31-34. The Cardinals 31-33. Pitching for the Pirates is Paul Skeens with an ERA of 3.0. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 5.32. Skeens, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Mikolas, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pittsburgh coming off a 11-5 loss against Minnesota. They've won the last 2 starts with Paul Skeens on the mound. They beat the Dodgers and they beat Detroit, putting up 10. His last 2 starts, they put up 10 runs each in those games. So that's something to think about. They play good when Skeens is on the mound. They're 7-2 against St. Louis, so they've been good head-to-head here. Yeah, I like Skeens on the mound here, and he's been very solid. And they just play well when he's on the mound. And I think I'm going to take the Pirates on the road here. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Kansas City Royals. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -140. The Royals +120 with the over-under at 9.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 47-21. The Royals 39-28. Pitching for the Yankees is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 3.16. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 2.76. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Singer, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Yankees on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a nice Royals win yesterday. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing well right now. 6-2 on the road against the Royals. 12-3 against the Royals. They've been very good against Kansas City. Singer, been good on the mound for the Royals here. Stroman, he's been solid. He's coming off a 5-run game, but gave up 2 and 0 runs prior here. I'm liking the Yankees. Yankees are just playing good. And, got Soto back in the lineup, which is very good. Yeah, I think I'm going to lean with the Yankees on the road in this one. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -120. Brewers +100 with the over-under at 8.5. Toronto coming into this matchup 32-34. The Brewers 39-27. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 3.48. Pitching for the Brewers, let's see, is Carlos Rodriguez. So it's looking like, unless this changes, it looking like Rodriguez is making his first start on the mound for the Brewers today. We'll see if that holds true, but that's what I see as of right now. Kikuchi, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Brewers, nice little win yesterday, winning 3-1 against Toronto. They struggle against Milwaukee, just 2-4 against Milwaukee here. Brewers 6-0 at home. They've been playing very well at home here. Kikuchi coming off a good start, but his 2 games prior, he gave up 5 and 5. So, giving up 11 runs in 3 starts here. We'll see how the pitching is for the Brewers today. With Rodriguez on the mound, I still think they're good dogs today, and I'll take a shot with the Brewers +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -225. The White Sox +180 with the over-under at 7. White Sox coming into this matchup 17-50. Seattle 38-30. Pitching for Seattle is Brian Wu with an ERA of 1.07. Pitching for the White Sox is Drew Thorpe. From what I'm seeing, it looks like he's making his first start of the season here. So we'll see how well he looks on the mound today. We've been very solid, coming off back-to-back 0-run games. Been excellent this year. You didn't watch that Mariners game last night. I mean, man, they saved my parlays. They saved everything. Hit a grand slam in the 9th to win. Get the run line cover. I mean, it was beautiful because they had no offense through, I don't know, 8 innings. So that was an amazing comeback win for the Mariners. White Sox 0-7 on the road. Yeah, I love Brian Wu on the mound. We'll see what the pitching's like for the White Sox today, but I'm going to take the Mariners at home today. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Arizona opening up as home favorites at -170. Angels +140 with the over-under at 9. Angels coming into this matchup 25-40. Arizona 31-35. Pitching for the Angels is Jose Suarez with an ERA of 6.54. Pitching for Arizona is Jordan Montgomery with an ERA of 6.22. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. From what I'm seeing, Suarez hasn't, I don't know, let me do some research here. All right, yeah, getting some false information, but he's coming off a 0. Yeah, pitched not even an inning. He's only pitching about 2 to 3 innings here, so you're probably not going to get much run out of Suarez today. Montgomery coming off back-to-back 6-run games here. He's gotten lit up his last 2 games. The Angels coming off a Houston win. Arizona coming off a Padres win. Angels are 5-2 against Arizona here, so they've been good against them. And just Montgomery, man, he gives up a lot of runs. Not in love with that. I think Angels are decent dogs. Not my favorite, but Montgomery coming off 2 horrible games here. I think I got to take a shot with the Angels +1.5 on the road today. Probably that over, too, if those runs continue to go as well. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -160. Oakland +130 with the over-under at 8. Oakland coming into this matchup 26-42. The Padres 35-35. Pitching for Oakland is J.P. Sears with an ERA of 3.93. Pitching for the Padres is Randy Vasquez with an ERA of 5.40. Sears, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Vasquez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. He's given up 3 runs in 3 straight games here. Oakland on a 3-game losing streak, losing to the Padres yesterday 6-1. Nice game from the Padres. Nice game from Dylan Cease too. Oakland 2-13 on the road, 1-5 against the Padres. Hopefully Vasquez can keep the runs down a bit, not give up 3. But yeah, I like the Padres. Hit very well yesterday. I think I got to roll with the Padres again at home. Next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the San Francisco Giants. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 8. Astros coming into this matchup 30-37. The Giants 33-34. Pitching for Houston is Ronel Blanco with an ERA of 2.78. Pitching for the Giants is Jordan Hicks with an ERA of 2.82. Blanco, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Hicks, his last start, he pitched 3 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Houston, tough loss in extra innings yesterday to the Giants 4-3. Yeah, nice win for the Giants here. Blanco coming off back-to-back 4-run games. Started the season off hot, still been good, but 2 very rough starts on the mound here. I'm liking the Giants at home. Showed some good fight yesterday. Pick 'em scenario. I'll take the home team. I'll take the Giants at home. In the last matchup, we've got the Texas Rangers versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -160. The Rangers +130 with the over-under at 8.5. Rangers coming into this matchup 31-34. The Dodgers 41-26. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 4.09. Pitching for the Dodgers is James Paxton with an ERA of 4.19. Dunning, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Paxton, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 6 runs, had 2 strikeouts. 2 of his last 3 starts have been rough. He had that 0-run game, but he had a 6 and 5-run game, so he's had some rough starts here lately. Rangers coming off a Giants win. Dodgers coming off a Yankees loss. Still played well in that series, though. Rangers 1-5 on the road against the Dodgers. 3-11 against the Dodgers here. They've been very bad against the Dodgers. I think Paxton can have a better game. Like, he's had those 0-run games, which I know he's capable of. Rangers aren't really playing that, anything special here. They're very spotty. I like the Dodgers here. I'll take LA at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.